Hi everybody, it's Darlene. Welcome to another card video. The one I did this week, really not a lot of stamping. I did a lot of die cutting, arranging, and cutting. So I started out with this Stampin' Up! Blossom Party Sizzix die, and I cut it out of different colors so that I could layer them. And then I'm just applying some Versamark ink to this Inkadinkado polka dot stamp on some early espresso paper. And I'm going to use some white embossing powder. And now I'm going to take this wave punch and I'm creating my flower pot. And I spent a bunch of time sort of figuring out the measurements here, and I edited it down so you wouldn't have to watch the whole thing. But it's about 1 7/8 inches across and 2 inches down. And once I got that cut, I measured the center, and then I came out a ½ inch on each side. And then the top is going to be 1/4 inch down. And then I just sort of created some diagonal lines, and that's how I trimmed it on my paper cutter. And I'm just going to find the best spot on this embossed piece of paper with the nicest dots. I'm going to lay it down, and then I'm just going to cut it. Alright, so I took a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch folded card, and I trimmed off about a ½ inch on the front panel. And I'm going to take my triple layer flower bouquet punch from Stampin' Up! And I'm just going to use one piece of it. Now I'm going to take that card that I cut the edge off of, and I'm just going to line these little flowers up all the way down the side. I'm going to lay a piece of white paper on top so you won't be able to see the bottom, so it becomes kind of a border. And this is the same exact size as the front panel of the card, so none of the craft is going to be showing. And now I'm just sort of figuring out what I'm going to do here. I didn't do enough planning, I think, on this card. Okay, so now this is a paper piercer. I'm just using it to round up the corners, just to kind of make that flower pop up a little bit. And I decided to use glue dots to put all the layers together. That way they wouldn't be adhered all the way to the edge of the petal, just the middle. This is just some Stampin' Up! Baker's twine, and I'm going to tie a bow, and those circle, what am I saying? Those the leaves, the little bow is going to become the leaves of my stem. And I'm using some dimensionals to pop up the flower pot, and I actually spent a ton of time trying to figure out the best way to get this string underneath there and make it straight and get the flower just where I wanted. So I edited that whole thing out so you could just see exactly what I did, which was put some adhesive on both sides. See that on the card, and I just stuck the string right on there, and then I put the flower pot and the flower on top of it. And then I realized it was crooked, and so I had to pick it up and move it and all that. I realized I needed a new dimensional there. Anyway, so I finally got that all figured out. And this is Garden Greetings stamp set. It's retired. I use it all the time. I just love it. So if you can get it on eBay, that's great. I'm using my Stamp-O-Majig to line it up just right. I'm just going to adhere that to the front. And the last thing I'm going to do is just add some faux stitching, just because I felt like I needed one little extra border to tie it all together. And that's it. Kind of a different card for me, not what I usually do. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.